But we have to look past the politics. This is where most people stop. They look at just the political ideologies. They don't understand that these things are not just political mentalities. They are religions. And I want to say that unequivocally. Nazism and communism are religions. And this is very much not known by the general public. They don't see it that way. They don't view it that way because they've been conditioned not to see it that way. But make no mistake, behind these political ideologies lies religion. And what I want to get to is what the religion that they share in common actually is, because they have a common root religion, and that's the thesis of this whole presentation. Nazism and communism are political masks which are presented to the public as diametric opposites, but at their ideological core lies a common root religion, which created and controls them both as systems of human slavery. That's the whole takeaway of this entire body of research. You have to understand that there is a common puppeteer hand that ultimately controls both of these political masks. And that is a religious system. It is a covert religious system, but it is a religious system nonetheless. So in this body of work, I am defining religion in a particular context. It's not what people generally think of as religion. And for people who have studied my work, you know this definition. The word religion is etymologically derived from the Latin verb relegare, meaning to bind, to hold back by tying, to thwart from forward progress. That's what the verb in Latin relegare means. Religion, as I am defining it throughout the whole presentation and really throughout all of my work, is a mental, spiritual, and sociological control system based in unchallenged, erroneous, meaning false, and dogmatic belief, which is specifically designed to hold back the progress of human consciousness by preventing it from recognizing and accepting reality and truth. Any form of religion is just a system of mental control that prevents someone from accurately perceiving reality. Keep that definition in mind. It is mind control. There is no better synonym for religion and religiosity and religious belief systems and thought than mind control. That is the entire purpose of all forms of religion, whether they are overt or whether they are covert. So let's look at the difference between overt religions, meaning ones that we could readily see in society that are operating as religious belief systems, versus covert religion, which it's much more difficult for the public to recognize as a religious belief system some ideologies and thought processes. Overt religion is obvious and readily seen by the average person as a religious belief system, whereas covert religion is difficult or impossible for the average person to recognize as a religious belief system. That's why it's covert, it's hidden, it's largely unseen or recognized as a religion. Overt religion openly displays aesthetics and conducts rituals of traditional religious beliefs, those that would be recognized as religion. Covert religion displays aesthetics and conducts rituals which are religious. They contain religiosity and religious notions and ideologies, but the public does not recognize them as such. Okay, that is what makes those ideologies covert religions. They're still holding people back from the truth. But people are told, oh, that's not a religion. That's just politics. That's not a religion. That's just believing in things that have to exist in our reality. Okay? It's all a mind control game that's being waged against people. Overt religion, some examples include what we would historically and culturally recognize as religious beliefs: Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, etc., on and on. For covert religion, some examples would include the very idea of authority of some human beings over other human beings. That's a religion. That's a religious belief. It has no bearing in truth, but people believe in it fervently with a religious fervor. Government, same thing. That's a religion. That's religious thought. Okay, they've just replaced the old religions with a new religion called government. Politics, part of government, supporting government policies and people within government positions. Money is a form of religion. Believing in exchange mediums that really are completely illusionary ultimately is a form of religious thought. You're inventing something that doesn't exist in nature and then imbuing it with power. Scientism, which is trusting science as the only arbiter of truth, when in fact it's often funded by large sums of grant money coming in from government to support the conclusions government wants it to find. Okay? So even what we call science can become a religion. And of course, occultism, hidden religious belief systems that are not widely known to the general body of humanity constitute religion. So what is the common core root religion of these two seemingly political ideologies, but really they're just sects of the same religious cult? They are both sects of Satanism, and what I call, in a general overarching term, the dark occult. Dark occultism is the common core root religion of both Nazism and communism. Always has been, since their inception. And I'm going to talk about how these ideologies came into the power that they came into, and all the occultists and all the occult groups that led to these sick, twisted cults, which is what they are, murdering over 100 million people in the 20th century. So let's review